Thank you for coming this morning. And what is your name?
Avery.
Avery. Well, Avery, what was your life like before being enrolled in the Thumbs Up program?
Completely insane. It was a sad life.
Would you care to elaborate on that a little bit?
Well, I had gotten into, let's go back a little bit. Once had a very awesome life, got mixed up with the wrong people, got married, and from that point on, it just turned into chaos, depression, um, living in the streets almost, in my car, sometimes my parents, just couldn't do anything, stayed broke, had 3 kids, couldn't support them, just a real sad life.
Okay. And so you came here, and did you feel welcomed here? How did you come to find about it?
When I actually out of the on the internet, I pulled them up on just cleaning services on the internet, come across them, asked them if they were hiring, and Miss Carolyn is who I spoke with, and she told me to come by. Came by and just filled out an application, and she welcomed me from the moment I walked through the door. I felt welcomed, and it just kind of took off from there. It was
Okay.
I felt happy, kind of happy,
Right.
like maybe this might work.
Right. You just kind of walked into a welcoming family atmosphere.
I did. It was. You could tell by walking through the doors just the sense of stress free. Which is you don't find that often.
Right. Well, so you became employed here, and how did your life change immediately afterward?
My life changed. Well, I was employed twice by them. The first time, I was still going through a kind of a rough spot dealing with my daughter and just different issues, and kind of left them for a little bit, and something always told me to come back, and I called them back up. They immediately gave me my job back, and from that point on, my life just I started seeing different changes within my life, and I felt like a better person. They've helped me with so many things. Um, I can't even name all the stuff that they've actually helped me with, but it's been my life has went from a downhill slide to a future.
Great. Um, can you elaborate a little bit on some of your observations about how this has actually changed your life? And
Yes, like I said before, I didn't have anywhere to stay. I was kind of in the streets or just living wherever. Um, Miss Carolyn and Mario they've helped me with an apartment. They've helped me get everything cut on over there. They provided me means for means for work, provided me the work that I needed in order to pay my bills. So I am able to pay my bills the way I'm supposed to. I have a nice place. I feel free. Everything is just falling into place one after another. And if it wasn't for them or letting me come back, I really don't know where I would have been. They've helped me in so many ways. They taught me things that I just never thought I'd ever know. Um, just within myself, I can see the changes within myself, and the people around me can see them as well. It's remarkable. It's
okay,
truly
so
remarkable.
so it's more than just a job. Then it would be, I mean, even mentoring and pastoring and good counsel and
It's a blessing.
life skills and all
Every
these things that you felt like you were lacking in your life.
I didn't know I was lacking so many things, but I learn every day being with either one of them. They teach me stuff that I don't know, or stuff that I just need to know within life to carry on within my future. And it's a blessing. They're truly a blessing. This whole program is truly a blessing.
So even to the point of you being a better mom with your child and things like that.
It's remarkable. My kids see it in me, and they're so proud of me. They see the changes, and they tell me all the time how proud they are. And just to be with my kids and have them somewhere to stay is just it's great.
That's awesome. Well, then sounds like you've had a successful transition from not so good place to a much better place. And is there anything else that you feel that Thumbs Up enabled to you to accomplish in life? I mean,
I feel like I could go anywhere being with them. There's nothing that'll hold me back. I almost feel invincible, unstoppable. got a lot to learn, still got a long way to go. But with their teaching and guidance, I know I can do and be anything I want to be. And that's great. That's a great feeling to have.
Yeah, so we get a thumbs up.
We get a thumbs up.
All right. Thank you so much, and I appreciate again your coming and giving your testimony.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Serfina. I was introduced to Thumbs Up Ministries by my mother, Susie. She was already working here and into the ministries and in the group of the family crew. And she invited myself and my husband to come over and meet Miss Carolyn, which is one of the founders of Thumbs Up Ministries, and her husband, Mr. Mario. These people are very great people. They have helped me and my husband to come a long way. We moved from Yazoo City to Jackson. My mom told us to come here because I get disability because I had my intestines to be cut during a routine C-section surgery, which left me disabled and left my little girl that I was giving birth to disabled. She has chronic asthma. So I'm always at home. I was living sediment. I was not moving around a lot. I was getting really sick. My legs were hurting and everything, and I was depressed. And so once my husband started working, I felt more depressed by being alone and seeing him working and moving around and me doing nothing still. So I started to work with Miss Carolyn and Mr. Mario's crew. I started to get around different people and mingling and having conversations that I was not having with adults and having even fun during the work. And everything started to look up for me. And so I have been working for them now about 2 months. It started off with me sitting out in the car waiting on my husband to finish his work for about 2 hours a day at CarMax. And I would sit out in the cold. And I was told by Miss Carolyn and her husband to come inside and not sit outside in the cold. And I could just wait on him. But instead of me waiting, I started to help and move around and doing things. And they saw that I could work, so they gave me a job. And so I got the job, and as I said, everything was free-spirited and moving. I saw a lot of people doing things that I didn't think they were capable of doing, as far as my mom said, getting cars and moving on to do things that they couldn't do before. As far as myself, I have been doing a lot better as physical and mentally being well. And I'm glad and I'm grateful for all of that, for the man of many talents and his wife of many talents. They have showed me a lot. They showed me to be a teacher and not to be teached. So they are teachers that teach you to teach. And that is a good thing, because you will not want people to give you things. You will want to work for them and earn them. And I like the way that that has been shown to me through these people. And I give it a thumbs up.
That was a good.
Hello, my name is Susie Martin, and I'm just here. I'm taking time out of my busy schedule for a cause that I deem to be very worthy. Thumbs Up Ministries. It's a ministry now that I've been blessed to be a member of for 2 years now. I want to give homage, and I would like to spread I would like to spread the word that Thumbs Up Ministries is a worthy ministry that I feel needs more recognition than it is getting. I've seen them do things, well, for me, for one, I came in, I was lost, I was distraught, I was in a period of grieving, had just lost my mom, and I didn't know which way to really turn. I kind of like lost my way. Finances, were kind of like looking skimpy because I just wasn't a get up and go getter that I was normally used to be. So I'm going to recommend it that maybe you need to get up and go out, maybe meet people and find you a little something to do during the day, because I am a loner. I'm not used to being around a crowd of people at one time. So I said, okay. They took me to Miss Carolyn and Mr. Mario Peters, who are the founders of Thumbs Up Ministries, the owners/founders, I would say. The first day I met them, they were like smiling. They greeted me with open arms. And once we greeted, they said, "What's on your mind?" I explained to them what was transpiring in my life at the present time. and they gave me a hug. They welcomed me with open arms. And Mrs. Peters said, well, right now I don't have any openings, but I'll be looking out for you. And lo and behold, 2 days later, she gives me a call. And she's saying, when do you think you could come into my office, fill out your application? I filled out my application. She did my background check. Guess what? 2 days later, she was calling me, telling me was I able to go on the job. And I'm like, yes. I was delighted. So I went with her. She showed me what I was going to be, my duties were going to be. And she asked me, do you think you're going to be able to handle it? I said, yes. I met all the other workers that she had there on the job site. They welcomed me with open arms. And she held my hand like a baby. Miss Carolyn was right there, showing me what I should do, what I should not do in a very kind way. I would say about 2 weeks later, I caught on to everything. And the other workers and I even got to socialize with other people again. I started feeling like I was kind of like forgetting some of the grief that I was going through, which was a blessing and a gift. I was forgetting the grief because I was surrounded by warm, welcoming people. And we were working in a nice, warm, and welcoming environment. So from that, I strived. I learned that Miss Carolyn is always going to ask her workers when you come in. One thing with her, trust is a must. And the other thing is she's going to always be concerned about what have you done in your past and what are you looking to do to improve your future. Even though she's hiring you to work in her business, she's still looking out for you, your future. What are some of your inspirations in life? And I explained to her that I like to sew and do hair and different things. She said, well, okay. Are you looking to further educating yourself in either of those hobbies that you like doing, or one of those things you're interested in? I said, yes, sewing. Guess what? Lo and behold, Mr. Mario and Miss Carolyn bought me a machine to continue my hobbies in. Well, maybe potentially my career now. I was like dumbfounded. I was like, they went out and they bought me a machine. Mr. Mario took it to my car, put it on the back seat, and told me, start your project, and when you're done with that project, get back with us, let's sit down and go over and see where we can go from there. I was like, wow, do people still do this? I've witnessed them. I can tell you this, if somebody comes in, they come into a job with no car, they're riding with someone else. They have no way of getting to and from work. Once they tell their, Mr. Mario, Miss Carolyn are going to sit them down, they're going to listen to their stories. And once they tell their story, and if they feel their story is worthy to be addressed, guess what? Those people are going to get a job. Whether they have opening or room for them, they're going to get a job. They're going to get the essential things they need for that job. They're going to eventually, I've witnessed them buy cars and say, like, well, okay, we're going to make it where you can make no money to pay us back for this car. Who does that? Thumbs Up Ministries. If you come there and you say, I need to pay my car note or my light bill needs to be paid, guess what? They're going to make a way for you to get that car note and that light bill paid one way or another. It's going to get done. It's going to get paid. And you're going to do it in an atmosphere where you're working hard, but it's like a fun atmosphere because everybody's like family. Miss Carolyn, and Miss Peters are always instilling us, and they remind us over and over again that we're going to work as a team, and as a team, we're going to get everything done. And guess what? It actually happens. I've seen people come in, I don't like this job, and they be complaining, they be griping, and after a week of everybody being together and us laughing and reminiscing and doing things out from our heart, we end up doing it from our heart. They end up like just blending right in with the rest of us, and we all are like happy, and we were like working together. We're a team. We're doing teamwork. And we can go in on a job that's supposed to take 5 hours. Guess what? We get hours and less than 3. Because everybody's working together. Everybody's happy. Everybody's in good spirits. And Miss Carolyn studied she studied like teaching along the way. She studied teaching you about the Bible. She studied teaching you what God wants you to do. She studied teaching you to better yourself. She studied teaching you that your future is what in your future you're going to need some tools to be able to make it in this world. You're going to need a profession. You're going to need something to hold you up and something to have your back. Even though you're working for her, she's preparing you for the world outside of our little realm that we're in here. I've seen these people give a baby shower to one of their workers with a basket bigger than me. And I'm a pretty nice sized person here. And everything was in that basket probably could last this person for 6 months, easily. I've seen them take people where people come in and say they're hungry, they're going to feed them. If you're pretty sure if you come in and say you need clothing, they're going to make sure you have clothing on your back before you leave there. They minister on Sundays. They tell you that you're more than welcome to come because they preach the word. In fact, Miss Carolyn, somebody could do her so wrong, and I be sitting on the other side of her in that van going on a job. I've never seen her get upset. I've never seen her retaliate in a way where it's going to hurt the person that hurt her. I always see her saying her little Bible verses and talking to God, and she prays so hard sometimes until at the end of her prayer, I'll be told to look over here, and I'll be like, amen, because it's inspiration that touched my heart as well. And I've seen people leave there and disrespect her in a way where they couldn't even walk on my side of the street. I probably call the police. They're walking on my side of the street. Now, Miss Carolyn, she take them back in. She said everybody deserves a second chance. And lo and behold, she gives these people a second chance. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. Thumbs Up Ministry, I feel they do so much. They help. If you come in, you need a GED, or they got the means to help you get that GED. I see them take money out of their pockets and pay and do things for people. Give people apartments if they don't. People come in homeless. Guess what? They're going to have a job. They're going to learn some responsibility, and they're going to have their own apartment before they leave before they leave Thumbs Up Ministries. Because Mr. Peters and Ms. Peters are going to make sure of that, make certain of that. And I just feel that this is a ministry that's doing so much for our community, and it doesn't have the correct recognition that it deserves. And if I could just be one of those people to put my input in the suggestion box, I would say that they really, if they had the funds, they could reach out to other people because they're using their personal money to help these people. And I know that's not going to last very long, but they still do it. Whether or not it's hurting them, or I don't know how they do it, but they still do it. And for this, I feel that this is truly a blessed ministry that needs more recognition than it's getting. Because there are not too many things I can't say that this ministry does not do for people when they come in and they need a helping hand. They pick you up, they brush you off, and they get you back on your way. And the greatest thing of all is, you may have lost your way far as God. They put you back on that path. Once they get you on that path and you get to thinking and positive and you get to interact with other people, and before you know it, you forget about, I came here homeless, or I came here without a car. You get to thinking in your mind God, I've been okay all the time. I just need somebody to pick me up and brush me off and send me on my way. And that's one of the things that I love about Thumbs Up Ministries. And I just would like to say, I would like to give Thumbs Up Ministry one of the biggest thumbs up that I can. I appreciate you guys, and may God continue to bless you. And I pray one day that maybe there's some kind of way that you could get help to help you guys help other people, because you truly do. So, on that note, thank you very much for your time. Thumbs up to Thumbs Up Ministry once again.